What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I'm going to be talking about a rumor that's been going around about Captain Marvel. Now, with the way that Kevin Feige laid out the MCU, it seemed like he had a pretty good plan. He understood the universe. He understood, which characters to add at which times that would have a very big impact on the movie. For example, starting it off with Iron Man and then, throwing the Guardians of the Galaxy in, even though nobody knew who it was. I mean, I remember when my best friend and I were walking from one of our art classes back to the dorm and she was saying, "Oh my gosh, these comics that I read that nobody knows about, they're going to make a movie and I'm so excited." And I was like, "What? Okay." And then it came out, I was like, wow! And the Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie. I love it. Of course, it's got David Bowie in it, so, I'm a little bit biased. But it's a fun movie. So it seemed like he had a very good plan, a very thought-out idea of how this is going to, come into play, how these characters are all going to interact with each other. And I remember going and seeing the Avengers, and oh my gosh, the theaters were insane. Like, there's lines inside the theater, just to get into the screenings. So, it seemed like it was off to, such a great start. And, I mean, we've had 10 years worth of all of these movies that are all leading up to this point. And we've, been introduced to the Infinity Stones. We've been introduced to Thanos. He's always there. I mean, even from the first Avengers movie, Thanos was there. So we've known what this is leading up to. And so the idea of throwing in Captain Marvel, and she's going to be the one that saves everyone from Thanos. And I know people freaked out when I said this in my last video, but you got to think about it. Look at the way that Infinity War ended. Everyone is disappearing. Thanos snapped his fingers. We watched as all of these superheroes died, got wiped out from existence because of Thanos' snap. And so when Nick Fury is making that call, he's got the pager and it shows the Captain Marvel symbol. It implies that Nick Fury is calling in the big guns, that he is calling this hero that is going to do what none of the other heroes were able to do. And yes, I keep catching myself saying heroes because of that ridiculousness that Captain Marvel is trying to push, that it's a hero, not a hero, which I feel like neither of them are the right pronounce. It's a hero. I don't know why that's an offensive word. I don't know why you have to make one part of the word sound like, a female term. But whatever, that's their crazy agenda and crazy feminism. But anyway, so introducing Captain Marvel. We've had 10 years worth of these movies, 10 years worth of these superheroes that we've grown and watched evolve into these amazing heroes that they are. I mean, if you would have shown me Tony Stark at the beginning from the first Iron Man movie, heck no, that guy's not going to beat Thanos. That guy's not going to stand a chance against Thanos. Yes, he's intelligent, but come on, it's freaking Thanos with his freaking gauntlet. There is no way Tony Stark, all the way back at Iron Man 1, would be able to beat him. Even Thor, with all of his powers, wouldn't be able to beat him back in the first movie. But now that they've grown, they've matured, they understand this world better, there's all of these heroes that are coming to work together, it would make sense to have them all work together as a team, because that's what it is. It's called Avengers Endgame. Have the Avengers assemble, the ones that are left, and work together to beat Thanos. It doesn't make sense just from the comic standpoint, since they haven't introduced, Adam Warlock yet, even though, he is trapped within the stone. But, I mean, I don't know what their plan is. Again, even if it was him coming in, all of the comic book fans that did know about that whole plot would stand behind it because that's how it happened in the comics, but it still wouldn't be as much of a payoff. It wouldn't be as rewarding as to watch, someone like Captain America, someone like Thor, someone like Tony Stark to go up and fight Thanos, because we have watched them. We've had 10 years supporting these characters, and it just doesn't make sense throwing in this character from left field and having them beat him. Now, the rumor is that when they filmed Avengers Endgame, that the Russo brothers were not happy with the idea of throwing Captain Marvel in at the last minute and having her being the one that defeats Thanos. So, the rumor is that they filmed two different endings. And it depends on how well the Captain Marvel movie does in the theaters and how everyone responds to the Captain Marvel movie. And if everyone responds well, then they are going to go with the one ending where she is the one that defeats Thanos. And if it doesn't do well, that there is another ending, and even the cast were upset about what, and that this is all part of the rumor, by the way. The rumor is that their cast was upset. There's getting backlash for Captain Marvel. The Russo brothers are not happy with, Kevin Feige's decision to throw in Carol Danvers at the last minute, and they wanted to go with this other idea, which is to have Captain America and Black Widow be the ones that, do the final blow that takes out Thanos, them working together with the rest of the Avengers that are left, and it's going to be those two that, hit the final blow that takes out Thanos. That, I think, would be very rewarding. I'm at that point where I'm at Team Rocket, not the Pokemon Team Rocket. I want Rocket the Raccoon to beat Thanos. I feel like Rocket is the one that's, sneaky enough that would be the one that gets the gauntlet off of Thanos, because that's what Rocket does. That's the type of planning that Rocket is. Rocket is awesome. That's the fact that he's a raccoon makes it even better, because raccoons can get into anything. If you've ever had a raccoon problem, you will know that for a fact. So I think it would be so rewarding to see Rocket be, the mastermind behind the plan, and he's like, alright, I'm getting that gauntlet, guys. We're all gonna work together, and then they do it, and yeah, have Captain America, have Black Widow be the ones that do the final blow, and have Rocket be the puppet master of everything. That would be freaking awesome. They could put some awesome music into it. Great scene. And then they could have a dramatic thing when Thanos is finally defeated, and it's, that quiet moment, and like everyone's still, and it's just like, that intense dramatic payoff at the end. That would be great. Having Captain Marvel come in and just be like, I'm the best. I'm a warrior hero. No, I don't think anyone's going to be happy with that. Just look at how upset with this movie that's not even out yet, that people, how mad everyone is. It's ridiculous because of Brie Larson, because of the marketing that they've done for this movie. And this is following the same path that Solo, a Star Wars story, followed, also known as Solo, a Soy Wars story. So, I don't have high hopes in that movie. I don't have faith in Brie Larson at all. And it sucks because I wish that this didn't happen. I never in a million years thought I would say, oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to a Marvel movie. No, because Marvel movies are fun. They're about superheroes. They're meant to get you excited. They're not, trying to push political agendas. The only time that is okay is in, Captain America Civil War, when it's between Tony and Cap, and they're trying to, debate on what is right and what's wrong. Do you need to answer to the government, or do you not want to answer to the government and just go and save people without having to ask for permission? That's the type of politics that belong in this movie, the type of politics that exist in this universe with superheroes, and a cause and effect of what happens when superheroes fight supervillains and cause destruction, because that's what's going to happen. And we've seen it. We have seen it. That type of stuff makes sense. Brie Larson coming in and pushing her feminist agenda, which feminists don't even like. I saw this video, and it had, this guy was reading this article that a feminist, a very, pronounced feminist that teaches a class about feminism, wrote, and how she doesn't even like the marketing for it. So when you have feminists against you, that's a really big problem. You have not only alienated half of your audience, since you say you don't want men to go see your movie, and there's people going and posting on Twitter saying, white men, you are not welcome at this movie. It's like, well, what? How do you think comics got to where they are? What are you talking about? You want to push equality. Well, excuse me, you don't want to push equality. You want to push female empowerment. This isn't empowering. Me watching that woman parade around does not make me feel empowered. I feel sorry for her. I'm embarrassed for, my gender, that's the type of representation that we get, because it's embarrassing. You don't see Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. going around saying, I don't want any white women at my movie. I don't want women. This isn't for you. This is for us guys. No! It's such a double standard, and I don't understand. I don't. It's like giving, it has the exact opposite result of what she wanted. It's backfiring in her face, and I sincerely hope if this rumor is true, that they do go with the other version, the good version, the version with Captain America and Black Widow beating Thanos, because that is something that would be rewarding to the audience, not throwing in this character last minute and be like, oh, you need to respect her. This is basically what happened in Star Wars. You had this character, Admiral Akbar, that everyone respected. They killed him off screen. They didn't even give him showtime. They just show purple hair bitch come in, cut down Poe, and I've said this so many times. If purple hair bitch was replaced by a man and Poe was a female actress, holy shit, the feminists, the SJWs would go crazy. That was one of... You want to look at what sexual harassment is in the workplace? That's what it fucking is. That woman was getting a kick off of belittling him, and she was getting turned on by it. She even says at the end, oh, I liked him. So that means that woman gets a kick off of toying with people. That's fucked up beyond belief. And she's the one that got credit for saving everyone. She's just watching all these ships blow up. Why instead of... you're gonna use light speed to cut through the other ship. Why didn't you do that before they started shooting down all your transports? Whatever. Captain Marvel is basically the purple-haired bitch version from Star Wars, but actually in Marvel. That's what it is, and that's what they want us to stand by. They want us to watch that. Go and beat Thanos. No! That's not how it works. That's not how you get people that have loved something to go and stand behind it. You don't alienate your audience. You should have learned this with Star Wars. Apparently you didn't. Look at what's going on with the Marvel comic books, with all those rumors going around that Disney is going bankrupt, Marvel Comics is going bankrupt, because they keep pushing Captain Marvel, because nobody wants this version. Nobody cares about Carol Danvers. Nobody cares for the way that Brie Larson is parading herself around. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants this movie. Nobody wants this woman to beat Thanos. And I've said this before, and I hate the fact that I have to say this. The way that Brie Larson is parading this around is that she wants us women to have someone to look up to. Girl, I don't look up to you. You are an embarrassment to us as women. We do not want you representing us. That is embarrassing. That is insulting to our intelligence. And the fact that you want to push this idea onto little children, onto little girls, don't insult those little girls. If you've ever spent any time with children, you will know that children are very, very smart. Children ask between 400 to 600 questions a day, and they remember almost all of it. If you've ever been around a child, you will know that. They have a great memory. You shouldn't be teaching children that you can only look up to people that are the same gender as you, that are the same ethnicity as you, because that is wrong. Little girls shouldn't have to go to the movie and only be able to look up to Captain Marvel. Little girls have the capability to look up to people like Tony Stark, to Thor, to Captain America, to freaking Hulk. Little girls have that ability. When I was a little girl, I looked up to Batman. I'm a full-grown woman and I still look up to Batman. I look up to Superman too. It doesn't matter that they're freaking men. They are good characters. They are well-written characters, and they actually have, these qualities that are worth admiring. Captain Marvel has no qualities worth admiring. Oh, she has superpowers. Oh, she's the best. She's the strongest. She's more powerful than Thanos. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have superpowers. I don't need to look up to that woman. I look up to people like, Tony Stark. He doesn't have superpowers. He's where he is today because of his mind. He is Iron Man because of the fact that he is intelligent and he uses his intelligence for good. That is something that is worth respecting. I could care less that he's a fucking man. That means nothing to me. The fact that he's a good character and a good person means everything. And I look up more to Rocket the Raccoon than I look up to that woman. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. So they have just destroyed what little hope this movie had. What us wanting to, respect Nick Fury's decision. Ooh, who is Nick gonna call? It's not the Ghostbusters. At this point, they would be better at it than anything. But nope, he's gonna call Captain Marvel, and we're like, okay, Captain Marvel, I guess this is a character nobody asked for. But nobody really asked for the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that turned out to be good, so maybe we should trust him. Nope! You guys aren't welcome here! No men at my movie! Alright, well, you know what? I'm not going. I had no plans to go see this movie after I saw all the marketing. I'm not going. It's not worth it. It's really not. So everyone, let me know what you think. I know that this is just a rumor that I talked about and I kind of went off on a tangent, but people tend to like it when I rant, so, yeah. But guys, let me know what you think. If you're going to see it, if you're not going to see it, let me know. I love seeing what you guys have to say, and I do read every single comment. So everyone, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you click that little bell. That way you get notifications when I, put out other videos and when I do live streams. My puppy, who is sleeping right now, she's usually in my live streams. People tend to like those. And everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I am sorry for all this madness that's been going on with Captain Marvel. And yeah, so may the Force be with you, because we are really, really going to need it. Bye. Hey everyone, after being asked for months now, I finally got a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, that Star Wars girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.